In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what I see on the charts for the graph. I'm going to show you what patterns I see, where I think price could be headed, and whether or not I'm going to be buying in the near future. So if you like this type of content, of course, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe, but let's jump right in. So on the chart, I'm looking at a weekly time frame for the graph on a logarithmic scale. And as you can see, I've already got some drawings here on the graph. On the graph for this crypto. And right away, I'll point out to you the main pattern that I see, which is the expanding diagonal. Now, here's a textbook example of what this is. This is part of Elliott wave theory, one of the main patterns, one of the main diagonal patterns there are inside of Elliott wave. And it basically just looks like this, where a series of 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, create this expanding diagonal pattern. So instead of it coming together, it's actually expanding over time as it's putting in these 5 waves. And it's subdivided typically as 3 waves, so A, B, and C. And you could see that here. This is a textbook example of that. Waves 1 and waves 3 create this upper trend line, and waves 2 and 4 create this lower trend line as support. So if you're looking at the actual chart, you could see kind of how this is playing out. Let me get rid of that. And you can see where we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're looking for potentially wave 5. So initially, I actually had this trend line down here. We did get a bounce off of it, but then we came a little bit lower. So this actually could be expanding farther than where I had it before. So now it looks like this could be our way forward. We got this wick all the way down here to about 10 cents per coin just a couple weeks ago. And so that kind of expanded the range of where I thought this might be. So hopefully we will be coming into a level of support for a potential reversal, so we could start to see wave 5 play out to the upside. Now, this is all probability, so we're just analyzing the charts to see what kind of price action we see, but we're able to look at patterns like this one and make predictions, determine where price might be headed, but of course, there's no guarantee. And so I say in all of my videos, make sure you do your own research and analysis. This is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing, and hopefully you can learn a thing or two from me. So I just deleted a couple of drawings, a line, kind of a curved line, which actually shows a different pattern that I'll break down for you. So we have this diagonal forming, but if the diagonal forms, it actually could show, it actually could form a separate pattern, which is the cup and handle pattern. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you've probably heard me talk about the cup and handle pattern. This is what it is right here. Price coming up to a level of resistance, making a series of lower lows and lower highs until it makes a big U-turn, coming right back up to that level of resistance. I call this the lid. Then there is a short pullback right before it explodes up. So this is a textbook example of the cup and handle pattern. And if you look at crypto right now, especially on the weekly timeframes, you'll see that a lot of cryptos are actually forming this pattern. And so we're right here in this potential turnaround phase where we had a series of lower lows and lower highs, but then with this expanding diagonal potentially forming, we have a series of higher highs and higher lows forming, and we could go all the way up to this level of resistance or even higher where we had this peak in February of 2021. So when it comes to analysis, technical analysis, the more patterns that you can find that are legit, then you can start to increase your level of confidence in your prediction or your analysis of which way the market might be headed. So again, it's no guarantee. If it was, a lot of us would be doing really well, but that's the whole purpose of doing the analysis in the first place, because it's no guarantee. We just have to read what's going on with price. So if this pattern, this expanding diagonal pattern, this one here, we're looking at the textbook example, it's got to turn around somewhere close to this lower level. And, I originally had it here where we had this bullish engulfing candle, but it wasn't quite done going down for wave 4. But now we have this wick down here. So I'm expecting at some point over the next couple of weeks for it to bottom out. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the bottom, maybe not. But I would expect it to turn around at some point over the next several weeks to start going back up again for wave 5. So around this area, I'm looking for a bullish candlestick pattern. There's lots of different ones. One of my favorites is the bullish engulfing candle. And as I've said in other videos, just because you see one on the chart like you see here, this green candle totally surpassing and engulfing the previous red candle, just because you see that doesn't mean price is going to continue going up forever. It did go up quite a bit in this example, but I'm also looking for that type of thing to show up near support. This would be an area where we're already putting in some support here. So hopefully we get some type of bullish candle, maybe a bullish engulfing candle before it starts to head up. If we do get one, that will be a potential signal for me to buy in. And if you see right over here, even though it's a very small engulfing candle, very small, this wave 2 was completed and this green candle barely broke above this red candle, but that is a bullish engulfing candle. And you see, we made a massive move up from there, going from, 8.5 cents all the way up to, let's see, almost 50 cents, over, several months. But that came after one of those bullish engulfing candles. And obviously this was near support, but we didn't know that at the time. So hopefully this is coming to a place near support and we can continue to go to the upside. Once we do that, then that will continue on with the formation of this cup and handle pattern that we see here, where price will continue to move up to this level of resistance. This one level right here is above $1 already. And then it could pull back some before it continues up. And then I have my kind of macro target all the way up at $20 per coin. Now, it could get there in this cycle. It could get there in a later cycle. We've seen crazier things in crypto. So that's just kind of what I have is like, a long-term target. But based on how you can measure for this cup and handle pattern, a price target, that's what I've got right here. But let me know what you think. Let me know in the comment section whether you're investing, if you've got some graph coins. Let me know what you like about this project, this analysis. Let me know if there's any other videos you want me to break down. Appreciate you watching this one. I will see you in the next video.